Hey, Dani K, come to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is about kids getting into fitness. I don't know how many of you have kids. Maybe leave me a 1 if you have kids, 2 if you don't. Leave me a Y if you get your kids into fitness and exercising, and leave me an N if you don't. So how about that? So 1 if you have kids, 2 if you don't. And then give me a Y if you get your kids involved in fitness or activities outside of playing the video games and stuff, and give me an N if you don't really monitor it too much. Hey, Roxy. So, as you've seen, or hopefully you've seen, like I've posted some videos, I've posted some, pictures of my, fitness classes that's going on, the Zumba, the kickboxing, yoga tonight. There's so many classes here, and we're getting kids involved. I mean, there's 10-year-olds, there's 12-year-olds, there's, I open my door. I want everybody to, be healthy and help everybody on their fitness journey. I'm not going to turn, anyone down. I know a lot of, gyms only allow, 12 or 13-year-olds to come in. Now, I mean, I have certain limitations for weights and stuff like that at my gym. Like, I don't want, 10 or, 8 or 9 or 12-year-olds, lifting some heavy weights or anything. But I want them to be involved. So what better way to get involved and have like a family kind of time? There was actually a mom and daughter in the Zumba class this evening. There was a couple of mom and daughters in the kickboxing last night. There was last Wednesday we had a couple of mom and daughters in the kickboxing classes. So and they were 8 and 9 and 10. And it's being that role model. If you're a mom or a dad and you're that role model, that kid is going to want to do what you're doing. So if you're eating crap and sitting down and not doing anything and not motivated, guess what? Your kid's not going to be motivated. So, but if you're motivated and you're trying to, and I'm not even talking about losing weight or anything like that, I mean, that ultimately will be, the result, but I'm just talking about just being active and, getting your ass off the couch and, not eating the ho-hos and the Twinkies. I don't know how many times, moms have told me, well, Billy Bob, he can't stop eating those ho-hos. Well, Billy Bob is only 9 years old, so I can guarantee you Billy Bob ain't going to the grocery store and buying those ho-hos, right? You're doing that. So be the role model for your kids, and get them active. You be active, and then it's kind of like a double whammy in a good way. Like I don't want to say double-edged sword, but it's a double positive, because you're active and you're motivating them, and they in turn will motivate you, because they'll be, I hear it all the time, like, Mom, when you gonna go to the gym? Let's go to the gym. When we gonna go take a walk? When are we gonna do that class? So they're active. And Christina, ho ho ho, you Santa Claus now. But so getting kids involved in fitness and activity, and just any kind of activity outside of doing the little video games and watching TV and all that stuff. I mean, today's society, we're so like low active, low motivation, like, we just want to sit on the damn couch and do nothing, or, whatever. And sometimes that's fine. Sometimes that's great. I do that on Sundays. I definitely don't do jack crap I do some laundry on Sundays, but I'm physically active 5-6 days a week. And, I deserve to have, one day where I sit down on my butt and do nothing, right? So, getting kids involved in fitness and activity. Dani K Gym and Wellness is one of the best places, and I'm not just saying that because it's mine. I'm saying it because I actually allow kids to come in. I have a client 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Marley, and she's 9 years old, and I train her. She comes into the gym and I train her. I don't give her heavy weights. We do maybe 5-pounders, but we do body weight, we do crunches, we do, running on the treadmill or the bike, or, I think I've put her on the rower a couple times. I get her on the TRX, which, if anybody knows what the TRX is, it's, it looks like book bag straps, but it's tied from a pole, or, like an overhead bar or something, and you're doing body weight exercises. exercises, get them active. You know, they like that. They like, and it makes them feel good, you know, and it makes them, you know, see that what they can do and accomplish things, you know, and so getting kids involved actually will help you in your fitness journey, and you getting the kids involved will help them in their fitness journey, and everybody wants to do everything, you know, like mom does or like dad does. So when mom is eating, you know, even semi-healthy, you know, mom's eating some grilled chicken and some salads and veggies and stuff like that, for the most part, 80% of your day you're eating good, you know, or at least 80% of the day you're eating, you know, good, healthy choices. Kids are going to want to follow that. And trust me, if you are not bringing that crap into the house, one, they don't know what it is. Two, they ain't going to eat it. And if you allow them to boss you around to bring it into the house, no. My mom, it was a treat, you know, so it was like one day we got that, you know, I mean, well, back in the day, my mom was poor and she couldn't afford having Ho-Hos and Twinkies and all that stuff. So, you know, like if we did, you know, like my whole thing was on Fridays, if I went grocery shopping with her, she'd get me a little chunky bar as my, you know, little reward to go grocery shopping with her, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just kind of hang out or whatever. And of course I didn't nag her, mom get this, mom get that, mom get this, because I knew we were on a strict budget and that's all we could afford, and I didn't argue about things to, you know, like hound her about things to get. So, you know, the kids will do what you do. So if you're active and in the gym and taking classes and or you know, walking around the school track and running up and down the stairs, the bleachers, or whatever it is, popping in a DVD, your kids are going to want to do the same thing. So, you know, let's start, you know, especially this is, you know, summer, it's the beginning of summer, you know, summer solstice and all that stuff. You know, today I think is the first full day of summer, June 21st. So I think it's like, what, the longest daytime and the shortest nighttime hours or something like that. So, but, you know, it's just, you know, just one more fun way of getting, you know, getting involved with your kids getting involved with you, and, you know, the respect floating around, you know, the respect for, you know, fitness, the respect for health, you know, and just doing stuff. I know, like, for me, like, I loved, you know, going to the gym and working out with my mom, or, you know, doing whatever and going places, you know, with my mom and everything. She was the coolest mom I knew, you know, she was the coolest person I knew. So, you know, and because she was a great mentor, she was a great hero, she was outside and she was active, and, you know, she had that green thumb. Of course, I didn't get that green thumb, so, but, you know, she was out there and active, and I saw her, that's all she was ever doing was moving and motivating and going and working and, you know, playing. I mean, she taught me how to throw the baseball, she taught me how to bat, she taught me how to shoot hoops, you know, she taught me how to throw the frisbee, you know, so we were outside and active all the time, you know, just doing stuff. It doesn't even have to be fitness per se, you know, but get those kids out there and get them involved, get involved with their life, as far as, you know, not just taking them to the soccer game and sitting on the sideline, which is great, I love that, that's great, but, you know, make time, get them active, you know, especially if they're not in a you know, a sport. Like my mom couldn't afford to put me into a sport, so we just played around the yard and stuff like that, and I played with the neighborhood kids, but you couldn't keep me inside, you know. So just get involved with the kids. Try these classes at my gym, you know. I can, you know, we can have those 8, 9, or, you know, like the 9, 10, you know. I mean, if they're able to you know, sit or not sit, but, you know, if they're able to listen to an instructor and pay attention, you know, let's have fun, let's get them involved and let them see how much fun it is to be active and dance and Zumba, kicking, kickboxing, you know, take some yoga classes and get that stretching and flexibility and so forth, and, you know, in the core, and whatever else we got, body burn, we got definitions, you know. I mean, there's all kinds of things that, you know, here at Dani Cajun Wellness we can do as moms and daughters, or dads and sons, or dads and daughters, or moms and sons. So, you know, check into it, look at it, and you know, get involved, get the kids involved, get both of you get involved in fitness activity of some sort, whether it's the gym or the school track or the DVD, or outside just romping around in the yard, but get them active. Get them active, right? So leave me some comments. Tell me how you are getting your kids active. Like I said, give me a 1 if you got kids, 2 if you don't, and give me a why if yes, you are getting your kids active. Tell me how you're getting your kids active. Maybe I can, learn a thing or two, and help some other parents that come here. And give me an N if you're not getting your kids active. Tell me why you're not getting your kids active, even outside in the yard or whatever. So just leave me some comments and tell me how I can help you on your fitness journey. Leave me some comments on that. You got a question? Leave them. I got you an answer, or close to one. I know. I got you. Anyway, so Dani K Gym and Wellness on Facebook, DaniKGymandWellness.com. And this evening we have yoga, and we're taking signups until 3 p.m. So if you want yoga this evening, $10 for Dani K Gym and Wellness members, $15 for the non-member public. But we got a great instructor, Quinn, from Downtown Yoga right here in Westminster. Again, small businesses, local businesses working together, and that's what it's about, right? So everybody helping everybody, and just everybody being a positive influence on everybody, and helping everybody be all they can be, right? So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.